Today, we're building the world's tallest team in an effort to make the playoffs and see just how much height really matters. Starting with the tallest player in the NFL, who is not 6'7" DeForest Buckner. It's not 6'8" Donald Parham, but it is, in fact, 6'10" Dan Skipper. And Madden has it wrong. They say he's 6'9", but every online resource I found says he's 6'10", and he's of 59 overall. This is not a good start to our team. And Dan is just the first player of an entire roster that we're building today. And now going for the halfback position, I'm gonna try to guess this one. Honestly, there's literally only one running back that comes to mind, the most terrifying man on the field. He's like 250 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Of course, I'm gonna guess Derrick Henry. And to no one's surprise, he is the only running back standing tall at 6'3", 247 pounds. I was just about spot on. And for our quarterback, there are 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, either free agents or signed for a team, standing at 6'6". They include Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Joe Flacco, Jacob Eason, and Nate Sudfeld. So we're going to be spinning this wheel to see which quarterback we end up with, and I'm praying for Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. And keep going. I will take the 40-year-old man himself, Joe Flacco, one of the oldest players and also one of the tallest. I stand corrected. Joe Flacco is actually 39 years old. Apparently 8 days older than Anthony Richardson's mom.
He told me his mom is 8 days older than I am.
Now we're up to an astounding 41 overall. This team is for sure playoff bound. For our fullback, there's a lot of players standing at 6'3", including Andrew Beck, Jakob Johnson, Xander Horvath, Ben Mason, Gio Ricci, and my favorite, who we're gonna go with, Patrick Ricard, a former offensive lineman, I believe. I guess we're just taking the entire Ravens backfield. For wide receiver, there's a ton of receivers standing at 6'4", including Nico Collins and DK Metcalf, who I would love. But believe it or not, there are several receivers that are 6'5", and even one that's 6'6". Our first 6'5" wide receiver is, of course, Mike Evans. 91 overall. Love to add him to our team. The other 6'5" wide receivers are Cam Sims, Mike Strachan, Hakeem Butler, and Jacob Harris. We're going to add the highest overall of them in free agency, which is Cam Sims at 70 overall. And the only receiver in the NFL standing at 6'6" is Colin Johnson, a Bears preseason legend. But this really stinks because of the 6'4" receivers we missed out on. That includes Michael Pittman, T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Mike Williams, Drake London, Christian Watson. Oh, I wish I could have had one of them. For tight end, there are 2 players standing at an astounding 6'8". One of them I already mentioned, Donald Parham, and the other is Zach Gentry. Donald Parham is a much higher overall than Zach Gentry, so if I can correctly guess his age, we get him. If I incorrectly guess, we're stuck with Zach Gentry. And I know Donald Parham has been in the league for a little bit now. I don't think it's been that long, but for maybe 6 years, 5 years, enough to play out his rookie deal with the Chargers, be a free agent. I'm gonna guess 27. We got it! He is currently 27, which means we get Donald Parham Jr. Now, the average height of the 5 of our offensive linemen is 6'8" tall. That's the average, bro. Because at 6'9" in our left tackle, we're signing Caleb Jones. At 6'7", we're signing Blake Brandel for our left guard. At 6'6", our shortest O-lineman, we're signing center Mitch Morse. And I thought at right guard, it would be Mekhi Becton at 6'7", but no. It's Daniel Falele at 6'8". How is any quarterback supposed to see over this old line? Oh yeah, because Joe Flacco's 6'6". Maybe that's how. And of course, the rookie, 6'9", Joe Alt. Our offense is complete. This O-line is actually absurd. Standing strong at a 41 overall, but we are not done because we have an entire defense to fill out. And we have 2 defensive tackles that aren't 6'5". They aren't 6'6". They're actually 6'7". The first one is Raekwon Davis, who's also 335 pounds. Dude, this guy's going to be knocking down every single pass. And at 295 pounds, we've got DeForest Buckner, who's also 6'7". He at least is an 87 overall. He's a dominant player in the NFL. For our defensive ends, obviously we're going to have a right and left defensive end. I want to try to guess them. I pretty much know the first one is Calais Campbell, who's 6'8", which is ridiculous. I think Myles Garrett's only like 6'4", 6'4", I say only. I'm honestly not sure who the other one is. We've got a few options here. Isaiah Loudermilk, and I don't even want to pronounce this name because I'm not going to get it right, but he is also 6'7". Brent Urban, a former Bear, now Raven, is 6'7". Anthony Nelson is 6'7". But we're going to be going with the highest overall player, this Saints player who I don't even want to bother with it. To know, more like to yes. All right? High five. And for our left outside linebacker, the Ravens have a player named Tavius Robinson, who's 6'6". And for our right outside linebacker, we already saw him, Anthony Nelson, standing at 6'7". Now for our middle linebacker, they're not 6'3" or 6'4", no, because of course not. They are 6'5", and we have 5 of them. Cam Brown, Anthony Barr, Drew Sanders, Jack Campbell, and Tremaine Edmonds. And we'll be spinning this wheel to see which one we're actually going to add here. I really want Tremaine Edmonds. Doesn't look like we're going to get him. Anthony Barr, maybe, if it stays here. He's not signed to a team, but he is freakishly tall. So standing at 6'5", 32 years old, Anthony Barr will be our first middle linebacker. And our second middle linebacker, again, I'm hoping for Tremaine Edmonds. Stop, wheel, stop. No. Oh, dude. Come on, man. There's a chance you might not have guessed it from the picture, but that is Drew Sanders, who I'm not gonna lie, low-key has some drip with that hair. That kind of looks like a mullet, and I respect that. And at the cornerback position, there are only 3 players who stand at this height. And if you guess 6'6", you are incorrect. It's actually 6'4" are the tallest cornerbacks in the NFL. Our first one is only a 67 overall. It's Nashawn Wright, who I've never even heard of. Our next player is supposed to be Chris Westry. I can't find him anywhere in the game, and I don't know why. So thankfully, we'll get to move on to the next one, which is still 6'4". It's Tariq Woolen, who I am very happy to add to this team. And it's 6'3". There are a ton of quarterbacks, surprisingly. There's like 15 to 20 of them, but we're going to take the best one, 97 overall, Sauce Gardner. I don't see why we wouldn't take him. I mean, he's like the best corner in the NFL right now. And apparently, free safeties are kind of short, because the tallest one we have in the NFL is only 6'4". Israel Mukuamu for the Dallas Cowboys, standing at 6'4", just doesn't seem very tall. And at strong safety, we've got a 4-way tie between Isaiah Polamau, JL Skinner, Isaiah Simmons, and Kyle Hamilton. I'm sure you guessed it. We're going to be spinning this wheel, and I'm going to pray for Kyle Hamilton. That is really like the best player on this wheel. Please keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going just a little bit. Yes! Let's freaking go, man. Kyle Hamilton is joining the squad. Standing at 6'4", a strong safety in his 3rd year in the NFL. I'll happily add him and make him a Bear. For kicker, I'm surprised to hear that Harrison Butker stands at 6'4", but Anders Carlson and Daniel Carlson are both 6'5", which had me wondering if they're related. Aha! Apparently they are related. How do 2 brothers end up becoming both kickers in the NFL? That's kind of funny. But apparently Daniel Carlson is the only Carlson brother that's in Madden. So we're going to be adding him to the squad as our kicker at 79 overall. That's not bad. And take a guess how tall you think the tallest punter is, because if you guess 6'2", you're incorrect. If you guess 6'3", though, you're still incorrect. The tallest punter, I should say punters, plural, are 6'5". We've got Bradley Pinion, J.K. Scott, Logan Cook, Johnny Hecker, Daniel Whelan, and Austin McNamara. Why are punters so big, dude? So we've got 6 punters and 6 boxes. Whichever one we click on is the one we're gonna go with. We'll take lucky number 3, and it's J.K. Scott, who's a 78 overall. I'd say that's pretty good. Now that we've got our team built, standing at a strong, firm 77 overall with an average height of like 6'6". Let's hop into a game against the Titans and see how they can perform. Does height really matter? The Titans are threatening. I'm on Sanders. We're tall, but we can't block shed, I don't think. Okay, Kyle Hamilton, that's why I'm glad to have you. We do have Anthony Barr. That's good, and they can't complete a pass. I got him. We got a sack. Let's go on the first drive. I feel like we've almost got to start with a jump ball to Mike Evans. Oh, it's not even a jump ball, dude. It's just a touchdown pass. Look at that. They might be blitzing here. I think they are. Let's just throw a high pass to Donald Parham, 6'8". No one is going to be able to grab that one. Just want to throw it up to Donald Parham in the end zone. Jump ball. No, Flacco, what are we doing? Derrick Henry, possibly. Derrick Henry? Oh, he dropped it. Oh, that's tough, bro. This has got to be Colin Johnson territory, right? Yeah, it is. Let's go, man. They can't stop the high ball. Come on. Huge catch. Mike Evans. What a stud. He is glowing red, so you know I'm just going to lob it up to him. Come on, Mike. Double me activated. It's too easy. Mike Evans still has double me activated. It looks like they're covering him one-on-one. He's wide open, dude. Oh, he got bumped so bad, bro. He is no longer activated, which definitely hurts my feelings. But Derrick Henry can catch that one. Let's go. I want to run the ball, honestly. But we've got X wide open. Joe Flacco puts it on Sims. Touchdown, Bears. And we managed to squeak out a win. Just barely. It wasn't looking good there for a while. But the real question, if whether or not height matters, is does this team make the playoffs? So let's sim this season and see. The Bears finished the season 8-9 and did not make the playoffs. Well, I guess that settles it. Height really doesn't matter. And then also watch this video that's right here. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it, please. Thank you.